You're watching extras from the extension on Eagle Community Television. This show is brought to you by Carico Implement.
Hi, I'm Holly Dickman with the Ellis County Extension Office, and I'm here to tell you about an upcoming landscaping series called the Water Smart Landscape Series. And this is actually the second year for this series. This series is actually a partnership between the Ellis County Extension Office, the Extension Master Gardeners, the City of Hayes, and the Big Creek Middle Smoky Hill River watersheds. So it's a collaboration among all those entities to put together this series for the public. This is a 4-part series, so it will actually take place on 4 weeks. The dates are March 25th, April 1st, April 8th, and April 22nd. It is from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Ag Research Center on those dates, and that's here in Hayes. And there will be a free meal with each of these programs, so you can come, have supper, and then sit down for the program for the rest of the evening. On March 25th, we will be talking about raising your water IQ. At this program, there will be some city officials there to talk about what efforts the City of Hayes has been taking during the last several years, actually last couple of decades, to try to get their water situation under control and conserve the best that they can. And so that's what the focus of that night will be. I don't want people to feel like they have to be from Hayes to attend that session. You certainly can come if you're from neighboring towns or counties and maybe get some ideas on what you can do in your own city, your own neighborhoods to maybe conserve a little bit more water. On April 1st, we'll be talking about soil testing, soil health, and fertilizer management. And this is very important because getting your soil conditioned properly, or getting those soils to where they're nice and light and good for root growth, is essential for making a drought-tolerant landscape. And so that's going to be taught by one of our local Master Gardener volunteers, and I know she'll do an excellent job that night. On April 8th, we'll be talking about xeriscaping and drought-tolerant plants. And so that's a session that I myself will be teaching, as well as the groundskeeper at the Ag Research Center and maybe some of the horticulturalists from Hayes. And we will be discussing how xeriscaping, at least I will be discussing how xeriscaping is not just about putting in a bunch of gravel mulch with cactus or yucca, or which is what the misconception sometimes is. Xeriscaping is actually a bunch of different things combined, various gardening practices, including that soil conditioning that I just talked about. And so we'll be talking about that on that evening, April 8th. On the last session, April 22nd, we will be talking about healthy lawn management in drought conditions. And essentially this will be going over best practices: proper watering, proper mowing, proper fertilizing at the right times of year, trying to get those lawns in the best condition that they can with the current water restrictions and in the drought situation that we're currently in. So we hope that everyone can attend, and we do ask that if you do plan to join us for this session, or these sessions, that you contact the Ellis County Extension Office by March 21st to RSVP for that first session on the 25th, so we have a count for the supper. We need to know how many people we're going to have to serve. So if you could call in an RSVP, we'd greatly appreciate that. Once again, these sessions are the Water Smart Landscape Series, and they are free to the public, so we hope that you can join us.
You're watching extras from the extension on Eagle Community Television. This show is brought to you by Carico Implement.
When you're working around the yard this year, your work will be easier if you make a visit to Carico Implement. They make your chores easier with tractors, lawnmowers, trimmers, generators, and all the other special tools. When working in the yard, you'll also want to look your best, and you can when you dress with John Deere clothes. And if the kids need toys, they can take care of that too. Carico Implement, 300 West 48th Street, just north of Walmart in Hayes.